Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Online Academy with Aisha Fayaz. In today's video, I am going to discuss how to write a magazine article using the correct format and how to pick ideas from a text in order to be able to write effectively. Now, you know that section A is of directed writing. It is a 25 mark question in which you get 10 marks for reading and 15 marks for writing. Here is your question. You need to write a magazine article for young people, so they are your audience, about modern friendship. So this is your topic. You need to write about 250 to 350 words and use the points that you pick up from text A and text B to evaluate ideas about friendship. Explain based on what you have read, to what extent you think social media affects friendship. You need to base your article on what you have read in both the texts, but be careful to use your own words. You need to address both of the bullet points. I want you to pause the video to read the complete text carefully and make sure that you write down any points that you think will be excellent for your piece of writing. Now, you need to know the format of a magazine article. The first thing you need to understand is that you should give it a headline, which must be very catchy. You can also pick it from the text itself if you're not getting any immediate ideas. So I would generally take the topic of modern friendship itself. I would just write that down. You have to add a byline. Byline basically tells you who has written it, so I can simply write Aisha Fayaz by Aisha Fayaz. You need to give introduction, subheadings before each paragraph. You can have anywhere from 5 to 7 to 9 paragraphs. This is entirely up to you. And you need to give a proper ending. Now here's my planning. I've picked all the points I could find on online friendships and offline friendships, and here's the idea. I can combine 2 to 3 different ideas from both the areas so that I can have a completely developed paragraph. Please do not just write half sentences and leave it for the examiner to guess at what you're trying to tell them. You can visit the other video that I've made on how to write a proper paragraph. Online friendship versus offline friendship by Aisha Fayaz. To blame or not to blame? That is the question. The internet has yet again become the cause of trouble, and this time it is all about online friendships. The debate of what came first, loneliness or social media, is another version of what came first, the egg or the chicken. Research on social awkwardness and low self-esteem is currently underway, and although authors haven't been able to establish a link between social media use and social isolation, they have written a lot on virtual friendships. Now, you must have noticed that I've tried putting in a hook. Again, this is the first draft, and I've used a variety of punctuation marks. At the same time, I haven't really copied anything from text A or text B. I've just picked up ideas and I've put it over here. Then you'll see subheadings. Subheadings are not necessary, but they help you gather your ideas more effectively, and you will not repeat any idea if you do that. Anthropologists such as Robin Dunbar have demonstrated that humans can have social groups of up to 150 members at a time, with only 5 of them being the closest. Even if it is simpler to keep up connections that are not in person online, the numbers haven't changed. Does this compromise the friendship's sincerity, or are individuals just being people? People who say that they have met the people they love the most have expressed their extreme outrage on people who criticize online friendships. Some claim that it is not always feasible to stay and share personal space with someone who lives, let's say, 5,000 kilometers away. Therefore, social media is the only way for them to stay connected. Popular befriending apps. The way individuals engage with one another has been altered by social media apps, and the emergence of befriending apps on the internet appears to have benefited introverts, those with impairments, and those who find the thought of communicating with others frightening. These popular applications relieve the agony of rejection and the shame of social awkwardness. Despite this clear benefit, experts argue that such applications do not help individuals to foster very meaningful relationships. As people get more connected online, many have admitted that it has become challenging for many people to distinguish between their authentic self and their online persona. A loss of opportunity. Group conversations among friends are a great way to exchange professional advice, gossip, and light-hearted conversation about a shared movie. However, a lot of people think that the time spent forming superficial relationships should have been better spent building stronger relationships with others in one's immediate vicinity. People who are addicted to their devices, liking and sharing posts, are the ones who neglect friends and family around them. In the end, each person has unique experiences. Social networking appears to be working brilliantly for certain people, even though it may not work for many. Smith Runner, a self-proclaimed online friendship specialist, says, "I think what we are learning is that everything is a product of the human mind. There simply isn't enough data to jump to conclusions. We will have to wait and see which is more valuable in the end, offline or online friendships, even if I clearly sympathize with those who argue that real friendships are more valuable." Now it's your turn. Read the question once again, identify the voice, audience, tone and register, plan your points, and do not copy anything from the text. Then, using the correct format, begin your first draft. Be ready to add some of your own ideas, and remember, always proofread your work. Thank you for watching.